So we're back for part 3 of our year-end review.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the first 2, you might want to check those out, and the link will be in the description box below.
Yep.
So let's get into our Christmas.
Yeah.
We left you with Christmas.
Yeah, ended our great Thanksgiving debacle.
Yes.
And started off on our Christmas with our ginormous white Christmas tree back here.
Beautifully flocked tree.
Yep.
My dream Christmas tree that you bought me.
Yep. So, Merry Christmas.
So where should we start? Should we go back a little bit from the last one?
You started talking about your amazing girlfriends making this a winter.
I think I ended with my friends who are also PCAs. Took me out shopping a bunch of times to get all the decorations because I needed to turn it into a winter wonderland. That's what he said.
Which was really awesome for me because every day I come home and there was new Christmas things, and it was like, oh, see if he notices if I put new Christmas stuff up on the walls.
One time I did that because everything was pretty much decorated one day, and then there was one change one day, and that change was Mr. 8. Should we talk about Mr. 8?
Oh, that thing has been the bane of my existence ever since it showed up.
It's not. He's amazing.
Yeah, so you tell about it.
Yeah, so my friend Jen took me out. We saw this cute snowman, like it's just 2 big circles that are furry circles with a little bow tie in the center and a top hat. Definitely a snowman. Hanging on our front door of our apartment. It's where we hung it when we got home. And Michael got home that day.
So it was a long day at work, and I was in La La Land doing my thing. And so I walk around the corner to look at the door, and instead of the door decorations that had been there, there's this very large 8 on the door. And I'm like, and I stopped, and so I was like, wait a minute. I looked around, I was like, okay, their decorations are the same. I'm at the correct area on the pond. I'm at the right address. Why is there an 8 on the door? And then about that time, the door opens up.
Yeah. So we have this thing called Open Sesame, which allows me to open the door by remote control. So I saw him come in, and the door came open, and he steps in, and he gives me
a very confused look.
He gives me the eyebrow, and I know that look. And he's like, why is there an 8 on the door?
Yeah, why is there an 8 on the door?
And I said, what? He said, why is there an 8 on the door? I'm so confused. And I said, what are you... And I thought he was totally joking because
Was it Jen here? She was laughing hysterically in the background.
And he likes to joke a lot, and he will hold on to that joke and really make you think that that he has no clue. Yeah.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought he was joking, and I'm like,
I really wasn't.
I'm like, are you serious? You're ridiculous. That's how he says it, ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. There was a big 8 on our door.
And I said, honeybee, it's not an 8, it's a snowman. And he goes, how do you get a snowman out of that?
It's like, there 3 circles on a snowman, the head, and then 2 on the body.
And I understood that, but it's clearly a snowman, as you will see.
Yeah.
And that just became this thing throughout the whole Christmas season. One morning we get up after decorations are put up, and he's getting ready to go to work, and he says, why don't you call Mom and ask her if they want to have Christmas here? And I was like, okay. Because
I knew Mom wasn't going to do the Christmas, and I wanted you to host Christmas.
You wanted me to host Christmas.
Yeah.
And so I texted her, and she's like, well, it's up to Papa Brown. Why don't you ask him? And I'm like, Papa Brown? And he's like, well, it's up to Mama. And I was like, she said it's up to you. And he's like, then let's have it.
Yep.
So we did. That just put us in even more planning mode. So then I had to plan the dinner.
It started off, planning the dinner. It was going to be me and you, Mom and Dad. And I said, well, Mitchell probably, my little brother, is probably going to show up.
Yeah.
He'll probably, if he wants to come, he can come too.
And that was it. There was going to be a nice small get together. Yep. And then we learned that your half brother and his 3 girls were coming.
Yep.
We really didn't think they were going to because they were here last year, and it's not an every year thing for them.
And then we realized Mom called you and was like, so Chris and them are in Florida. so they're coming by for Christmas? I was like, wait a minute, we have a small apartment. There's a lot of people. There's more people than seats.
Yeah, and then it turned into not just them, but Jen, my PCA, and her husband ended up coming as well. So we were having an apartment with 11 people, a very small apartment with 11 people.
Yeah.
And what do we have? Like enough seats for 4 people here?
4, 6, depending on how you want to sit. But yeah, something like that.
But it was, I mean, I took it as a challenge. Like, this is my favorite time of year. I took it on, you know, and I had all these plans again.
You planned out everything. Everything was planned to the T.
Well, so, and I had even decided, all right, the week before, like, I'm just going to make, like, we're just going to do, like, basic dinners so that we could spend the week cleaning the apartment and getting, like, meal prep done. Mm-hmm. Jen was going to help me even with that so that Michael didn't have to handle so much of it.
Right.
But that week, he kept coming.
It rained the whole week. He
kept coming home early from work, and it was like messing up our whole thing that we were gonna do. And so
I had to help.
Well, then it turned into Jen and her husband coming because we knew he was gonna have a half day. So we were like tag teaming, doing the cookies and this and that, and trying to get even more done before he came. But still, a lot still fell on his shoulders, and I was wondering how it was going to go, but I gave him a honeybee list, and he was amazing with the honeybee list. And we were making food that neither of us had ever made before. So
like macaroni salad?
Yeah, I love my mom's macaroni salad.
I like macaroni and cheese, and I like salad, but I didn't know about the two together. That was just...
So what I tried to do was mix like some of my home meals that I was missing not being with my family and some of their traditional meals as well. So I wanted to do a mix for everybody so that everybody would be happy, and macaroni salad is one of those things that I was missing from home, and my mom like walked me through it, and I'm like, all right, she's like, you got this. But it turned out that Michael and I had to do it, and we were just going by taste, and
it was great.
We did amazing. And Michael, then he had done all the cleaning and stuff that I asked for. We even did like a table prep, like a dry run.
Did a dry run on the table and had everything set up.
With where I wanted the plates and stuff like that.
And turkey and mama's dressing and your stuffing and the deviled eggs and all of that.
And we took a picture of it so that when Jen and Joel, her husband, were going to come early to celebrate so that they could help us like do the last minute things, which was amazing.
Yep.
And they definitely didn't have to do that. So
no, definitely didn't.
And there was one plate that was missing, like that we weren't gonna have.
Yep. You got home from grocery shopping and was telling me
one day
like 10 minutes worth of telling me how much you wanted this plate. I was like, I wanted it so bad,
like
and I just would not buy it. And I'm like, how much is this plate? It's like $5. I'm like,
It was marked down.
So while she was telling me that, I was texting Jen to buy it because I was like, okay, that'll be another Christmas gift that I'm gonna get you. So I texted her to buy it, and then she was like, well, at first I was like, why didn't you buy it? Why didn't you just buy the plate? And then she was like, okay, I guess maybe I go back and buy it. I was like, that of course I just texted her. It's like, no, don't worry about it. We'll get it later. Yeah, we'll get it. We got some more bowls and stuff. We can do that. Just trying to talk her out of going to go get the plate because I wanted to get her the plate.
Yeah.
So Jen went and got it.
Yeah, she did.
And it surprised you that morning.
Yeah, that morning, and so I had the plate for the ham, but everything was just going perfectly. And
Mom brought a truckload of gifts.
Yeah, and
of course, with like the girls, they got a lot of stuff. I mean, there was a lot of people here coming.
She kept telling me because they brought the gifts early and put them under the tree before I even had my gifts wrapped for everybody, and you couldn't see the darn tree for all of the gifts.
Yep.
And then they had stockings for everybody that we didn't have anywhere for at first, and I'm like, on the windowsill, like
so we had
for nine people.
9 stockings up.
Yeah, but the one thing that you were concerned about was the turkey.
Yes, I was definitely. I'd never cooked a turkey before. And I've seen Christmas Vacation, and I did not want that turkey.
We actually had just watched Christmas Vacation.
We watched a bunch of. We watched. Of course, we watched the best Christmas movie.
No.
Yeah,
No.
we watched Die Hard, of course. You know, that's
not-
the best. That's the best.
It's not a
Christmas
Christmas movie.
movie. It is a Christmas movie.
It's not.
So we watched that, and we watched the Christmas Vacation. And when I saw that, I looked at it. I was like, I don't want my turkey to look like that. I'm very scared.
I'm like, it's not. My mom told me how she does it, but your mom doesn't do it like that, and
Yep.
she looked very concerned about the way that I was about to do it.
You're putting it in a bag? What? Yeah.
So you were like so worried the night before, and like
I was like losing sleep over this.
I had
stupid
like
turkey.
down to the time that we needed to get up in the morning and do this and that, and I walked him through it.
I hit the ground running that morning.
You did. You were amazing, and
Yep.
we got the turkey in the oven and then got ourselves ready, and it turned out amazing. Everybody
Apparently I'm fairly decent at cooking turkeys.
everybody
Who
said
knew?
we did a great job. It was moist and
Yep. it's
flavorful.
good. And you know why I was getting up so early and working so hard?
Why?
I wanted you to have an amazing Christmas.
Well, you gave me one.
I know. That was my big gift. Yeah.
So the girls had an amazing time too.
They had a lot of fun, and Chris and my brother and everything. We had a blast. There was a pile of wrapping paper, and Joel was doing his best.
Oh my goodness. Joel was like the, I don't even know what you call him, the dad that took care of like everything
Yeah,
behind
he was
the
picking up
scenes.
all the he stacking all the boxes of all the
Yeah.
gifts and everything in places. He had more fun doing that, I think, than anybody. He was having as much fun as the rest of us.
And you pretty much got me everything on my list.
Yep.
And your mom.
Oh, the Christmas list, that was pretty hilarious.
Should we tell
Yeah,
that story?
that's pretty funny. I think that's funny.
We should. So before Christmas, I had already gotten him a gun, which he put together, and I
I
said,
had to have it sighted in because I wanted to play with it the day after Christmas.
but I said it's getting wrapped and going under the tree. Like that's your Christmas gift.
Yep.
And so he did. He put it together, put it back in the box.
I didn't even get to take pictures of it. Like
No,
a couple of
because
my,
you were going to share it with
a
everybody.
couple of my friends knew I was building this gun because I talked to them about building it, and they were like, "Yeah, so you got it. Let's see it." I was like, "I can't."
No.
My wife wouldn't let me take a picture of it.
No, because you were going to send it to everybody. So he put it back in its box, and it was under the tree.
Yeah.
What is it?
What is it, honeybee? What is it?
Palmetto State Armory.
What is it?
You have no idea,
What
do
you
you?
got? What is it?
It's such a surprise. I don't know if you can ever figure it out.
Yeah. I lost it. Couldn't find it.
The trigger?
I have no idea. No, I got a trigger.
Oh, you want one? Lauren, give me the bag.
What is that?
It's a food getter.
Hi.
I got a sticker. I got a sticker.
This is how I put my gun.
Yeah, that's all I got. I got another magazine.
Hey, you're gonna have your finger all sticky now, so it's not.
Check this out, Chris.
Those are some nice.
10.5-inch barrel,
Yeah, there was a,
300 blackout. We're gonna make a lot of noise tomorrow.
Remember black guy, you got a candle in there.
I can get one. That's next on the priority list. I gotta build it. I gotta put it together. Ta-da.
We'll have to worry about something else for a while. Hopefully.
He's too happy about that.
This is so tiny. Look at this.
It's about the height of Amy.
It is actually shorter than her. Watch.
That's pretty.
Was that a flash drive?
Yeah, to download my pictures.
What I like.
Well, you can extend the stock.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What I like is this right here.
Plug into your
Whoa.
phone.
Yeah.
The red dot.
Yeah.
Right.
To your
Oh yeah.
computer.
Huh?
You want me to get
Good,
in
so you ain't gotta worry about.
Ta-da.
taking my
Now it's
phone
Amy
off
height,
the computer.
ish.
You're good.
No, I'm still taller than it. She's still taller.
Yeah.
Oh, that's, no.
Yep.
I didn't know they had things like
Yeah. Yeah.
Every time your mom brought gifts, she's like, no peeking.
Yeah.
No peeking. And I'm like, I'm not gonna peek. I love surprises. You might have to check on this one though, because he'll
Yeah.
get into it. But it was funny, she kept saying, no
She
peeking.
loves that.
So,
You gave me a list.
yeah, so I gave you a list of things that I wanted because I had already gotten you your gift.
Yeah. I like it when like you give me a list, like a big list, and I pick the things that I like on the list. It makes it easier,
And
less stressful.
I had way too many things on the list. I was expecting to get a couple of them. And and then his mom was at Walmart. And so he had a list. He didn't know that I was going to get him a couple of other things besides the gun.
Right.
And his mom was at Walmart. And so I sent her a list for him. And I said, what do you want to get him so that I know what to get him, you know? And then she wanted to know what I wanted. So I sent her my list, the same list I gave Michael. Okay? So when he gets home from work, I said to him, Honeybee, you might want to check with your mom about my Christmas list and see what she's getting me so that you know what to get me. And he said, what?
Yeah. What?
And I said,
You shared my Christmas list?
check with your mom and see. And he's like, why would you do that? Make another list. And I said,
I'm not playing this game. Make another list.
That's what he kept saying. I'm not playing this game. And I'm like, what game? What game are you talking about? And he's like, make me another list. And I'm like, I literally gave you like a ginormous list. I don't have anything else to put on this list. And he's like, make me another list. And
You don't share the Christmas list.
and I didn't understand why the heck he was like having such a fit.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he had texted his mom to say, what did you get Amy from her list? And
Yeah.
he showed me what she wrote back.
Well, she was like, why are you so upset? I was like, this is why. And it says, what
Mom said,
did you get
"What's
for
it?"
Amy?
Yeah, your
She
mom-
goes, what's it to you? With a smiley face with a tongue sticking out. I was like, that's why. Give me a list.
And I said, no. He's like, this is not how this works. And I said, actually, this is exactly how it works. He goes, so you know what my parents got me? And I'm like, yes. And he's like, and so I'm going to know what my parents got you? And I said, yes. And that way you know what.
I thought nobody was supposed to know what nobody was getting.
And I
That's why
said,
it's a
no,
surprise.
I'm not going to know what I'm getting. You're not going to know what you're getting. And then he calmed down, and his mom and him conspired together.
No, I just told her this is what I was going to get her.
Oh.
So she
Yeah.
didn't tell me anything that she was getting.
Turn-
And I said, so what'd you get? She goes, I got her nothing on that list. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
so wait, you got a list and you got her nothing? What are you getting her? So yeah, all the stuff I got on there, and
Yeah, so it turns out Michael got everything on the list.
I liked it all but like one thing. I got it was a lot.
It was a
You
lot.
deserved it all. I was so thankful that I was able to give you the Christmas that you deserved.
You knew how to make my sad little heart happier.
Yeah.
Being away from my parents and my family.
Especially after all the trouble with Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
To be able to have the Christmas that you had.
Honeybee, I enjoyed like just sitting on the couch with you every night and like with the Christmas tree on and watching movies, and I was just like, how blessed can I be? And I know that material things aren't what makes you happy, but it just made me feel like I was home
Yeah.
with you.
This is actually something that you've decorated all of this. I just put the stuff where you say, put the deer the Rudolph nose on your deer. over
Yeah,
the
that
thing.
was another surprise to him. I was trying so hard to get a Rudolph nose that lit up for his deer that he shot a while back
Yep.
and is mounted. And the best I could do was a red clown like nose.
Yeah.
And the nose on the deer is so big that we had to split it open so wide that it looks more like a butt. It looks like butt cheeks on his nose instead of
Poor
Rudolph.
deer. Yeah, poor Rudolph. It looks bad. We got to get that off.
we will.
So
But I even got to decorate with some things that I had painted myself when I was younger.
the stuff over our shoulder, that stuff that you had.
I'll show them some of the pictures. So
Yeah. So yeah,
it was amazing, and that rounded out our year.
Oh, talk about me spoiling you. What about Mama spoiling us for Christmas?
Yeah, well, yeah. Part of the reason that she didn't want us peeking was because she got us a stand-up mixer.
Yeah, the big stand mixer.
You had been whining about that since the day we got married.
Yeah, of course I was. That's the one thing I was adamant about on our wedding registry. The main thing I wanted was a stand-up mixer.
You did.
Not sure what I would ever do with a stand-up mixer, but I just wanted it. Holy crap!
We got a mixer.
We could have used that last night.
The mixer is bigger than your kitchen.
Yes, it is. I was so annoyed because I didn't get a stand-up mixer for that was the one thing I put on the wedding registry. Didn't
Right.
Thank
The
you.
one thing I didn't.
Thanks, Papa Brown. Thank you, Mama.
Thank y'all.
You're welcome.
For real?
What?
The man who loves dessert didn't know it.
That's right. Why? Yeah, I like that it has a lot of attachments. Like I could grind up meat and stuff.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
Even saw that it was a ice cream thinger.
I know. I was excited about that one.
so, yeah,
there's a lot more you can do with it than we realized.
The only thing I ever used one for is to scramble eggs with, but that's just
And-
'cause I wanted to play with it.
And that's exactly what the first thing that he used it for
Very
was
first.
to scramble eggs.
First time using my pistachio stand-up mixer. Ta-da! I'm scrambling eggs. Ain't that fancy? There we go. No, I'm not going fast enough to need the shield. Ta-da! Scrambled eggs. Easy peasy. And, yep. Breakfast. It's almost ready. I scrambled eggs. I scrambled our eggs up, 5 eggs, and a 5-quart stand-up mixer.
I think it
worked.
I think it was more trouble than it was worth, but
It was, but it was my favorite thing to do that morning.
yeah. Also, my mom sent down from Pittsburgh a few gifts for us.
Yeah, she sent us a. What'd
It
you
was
send
like
us?
a movie night package. So she
Yep.
got us a couple of movies, one for me and one for you.
Yep.
And then she bought us popcorn
And
kernels, popcorn
Yeah,
kernels, and
a popcorn maker.
popcorn maker. Why was I going to say mixer? Because we just said mixer.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
But a popcorn maker so we could have movie night together.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
So. All right. I'll grab that one. Yeah. So this is from Yo Mama and Dad. Another box. I wonder if it's food. Did you set a timer on your food? You know it. Just look at it and see.
However, you use it as a only you had a knife.
That's a weird box. It opens on the side.
You can put.
Where's the
Floating, put stuff inside.
It's also that other box that is
Depends on what it's floating.
You got plastic.
Woo! Wait, no, that's mine.
What? Hey,
What is this?
go fight it.
The movie. What is it?
Oh.
Pink Panther? It's all pop.
But
Da-dum.
you can read the
Da-dum.
tag.
Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum.
Look, you own it and then it's movies for mom and dad.
This was probably theaters when they were that age.
She loves that movie.
She does?
Ketchup.
You know?
Yep. Downtown. Downton and
Yes, because you really want to see a English.
He hasn't seen any of them yet.
Okay.
I have all of them.
Okay.
Minus that one. No.
They misspelled downtown.
Who's this, Lauren? Lauren.
I got popcorn.
Who's this, Eliza here?
What is these things?
You didn't get food. Paper.
Newspapers.
What?
Oh, they leafleted us with little leaflets that say enjoy a night on the movies with mom and dad. Yes.
Is that what they all say?
Enjoy a night at the movies.
What?
That's your receipt.
How does that go?
Popcorn.
So you did get food.
It is food. I thought it was a food-shaped box.
That's for your mom and dad.
Pops.
Do it. You've got a pocket knife right by your eyes.
Wouldn't do that, Mike.
You have all these.
Wouldn't do that, no one wear
You have all the presents to open. Holy cow.
Stop shooting in the house.
I've got a popcorn machine, it's in the whole thing.
I got a cast iron skillet. I'll figure it out.
You got a popcorn
Oh,
maker.
we got
What?
a popcorn machine now.
Oh, now I got a popcorn maker. Oh.
I actually bought the big old stand-up ones with the folding wheels.
Really?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh
So
my God.
we should open it. If we'd opened it the other way, we'd have known what we had.
No, this was funnier this
This is
way.
very funny. Now we're like, wait a minute.
Thanks, Mom and Dad. And we've
Yeah.
got some pretty cool things to look forward to this coming year.
Yeah,
that
more
we'll-
adventures.
Yep, that we're excited to share.
And hopefully things have leveled off a little bit so we actually have time to breathe between adventures. So maybe we can actually take the film that we have, the videos and the pictures,
Yeah.
and we'll tell y'all more about our stories as we come along. So
Yeah, maybe we'll get them to you before, like,
the end
a
of the
year
year.
later. Yeah.
So
But we hope you enjoyed listening to us rant because we ranted a lot, didn't
a
we?
lot of rambling, a lot of talking
But
about.
we had a lot. We had a lot to celebrate.
And I mean, our life literally is an adventure every day. And I'm so thankful that we get to live our life, out and be bold. I've seen so much bad and hard times in my life that I'm so thankful I get to have so much fun, even though it is rather adventurous every day.
We use that term loosely.
Yeah, it's a lot, and I love every minute of it.
You do.
Yeah. So I hope y'all have enjoyed this as much as we have, and we'll see y'all in the next adventure, and hopefully really soon.
Yep. Until next time. Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all. This chair has had it.
I love you.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you.